Okay.
Hi, Sue Chung from Commercial Financing Experts Academy, and we got yourself today an awesome guest and one of my great mentor, Camilo Rodriguez from Mortgages Lab.
I think you were my mentor. How come it's reversed now?
You mentor me in a different way, my friend.
Okay.
I'm a heartfelt person, but my upbringing has always been I'm the tough guy, the oldest of five. I have to show no fear and screw the humbleness and all that stuff, right? It was egotistical and more egocentric, and I found over the years being with you, I've came to humble down and realize that being humble is more valuable than being right.
I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Rico.
So today I want to ask you is that I know you've definitely commercial financing because I've been introduced to you and as well as most of the people in our brokerage. I just want to get some feedback and how it has affected you in regards to financing residential property. I'm not going to talk about commercial property for this sake of this video, but how has it helped you in residential files?
It's amazing. It's amazing. One of the big breakthroughs that any residential broker can go through is understanding that there is no restriction on lenders. So we all have the mindset that we have restrictions. So initially I was working at the bank, so I had the restriction of only one lender. Then when I became a mortgage broker, it was a revelation. Oh, now I have 10 or 15 lenders. But over the years, you realize that that's also a confinement. Now, there is no restriction. So that puts me so much at ease, because what drives me to do mortgages is when I'm sit down in front of a client and they open their big eyes because you present them a solution that they like. And now I can do that with pretty much any lender.
Yeah. So what I'm getting from you is that it hasn't really changed your game that much in financing, but it just that allows you more options perhaps and gives you more value that you're actually doing a more complete job.
I love, if you know me for anything, I love options, because even though I may think that the best option for a client might be this option, I may not be always right. And I've been proven to be wrong a lot of times. So right now, I don't assume that I'm gonna know better than the client. They know their situation better, and they know maybe things that because of your client relationship, they don't disclose to you because they're personal by nature. So you cannot assume that your solution is the best for them. You can only assume that they're gonna take the right decision with the right information. But it's your job as a mortgage broker to be able to present them the right information, the right amount of options in a clear way that they can understand, so they can make that decision.
Yeah, and which I agree. Actually, one of the things that you mentioned before when I've watched you do some of the training was that out of the options, funny, I watched it when you said out of these 4 options, the last option is actually don't buy or do nothing, and I thought it was pretty funny. But it's like, hey, that is an option. We just never thought about it that way. And sometimes they may be, I guess in some scenario, you wake them up and it's like, oh yeah, I don't have to do that.
The reason why.
So why did you do that though? That's the thing. You'd make no money.
Well, the problem is that all human beings, we are very egocentric. We think about us all the time, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's an evolutionary thing. We need to take care of ourselves, and after that we need to take care of the rest, but we need to take care of us first, because otherwise we don't survive. So it's ingrained in our brains or genes or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But one extremely important thing is when you are able to somehow start thinking about the other person first. Mm-hmm. So when you think about the other person first and you're not consumed by thinking about you, then things flow better, because the client and the broker are aligned into the same direction versus being face-to-face confrontational. Yeah. This is whatever. I see a lot of confrontation sometimes in clients relationship. When you're able to switch that and align with the client and be an advisor and letting them all the options, you come up with ideas like you shouldn't buy this, or it's going to be more expensive, or Better to fix your credit first and buy later, things of that nature.
Okay.
Or do nothing. Do nothing because you're not ready for it.
That's very cool. And I find that because of, we have a shared, I guess what you call values, and integrity is what you point out there, is what I can see, is your integrity of doing the right thing. It's not about doing what's good for me or what's profitable for me in my pocketbook, right? It's about doing the right thing for the client. And that's what I like, and why I wanted to teach commercial finance is specific for that, is like not just to give more avenues to be able to help the client, but also be able to truly know that you're not holding anything back,
Yeah.
right? I felt like you're holding something back when you said, oh, the only lenders we have is TD and Scotia in the broker channel, because we don't want to tell them we have no access to CIBC or RBC or any other bank, right? I find that's always been part of me that bothered me the most. It was that integrity part. And when it comes to not being able to say it, that you don't have access to those. But now, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to. You just disclose everything, and you just give them upfront all the information, and they can make an informed decision. And I know that there's a lot of people that try to hold back information because sometimes they've been hurt in the past by a client that maybe went behind their back, and that is gonna always happen no matter what you do. It's not only to the mortgage industry, but in my opinion, and I was talking about that today in the training, deal mainly with people that you have some trust and they trust you. Because again, when you align those two values, it's lovely. When you don't trust the other person and they don't trust you, it's an uphill battle, and it's a battle that I don't want to fight, because there's still a lot of people that you can align with.
Yeah. Even though you win, you don't win.
You know, they don't win, you don't win. It's a lose-lose proposition. Who wants to get into that? So these are all cliche of win-win. It's nothing else but looking after their interest and also protecting yourself, because there's people that may take advantage. That's a given. But just learn to trust your instincts to know when that is happening, to politely stop the process and maybe let them transition to somebody else that may be able to help them, because this trust relationship is not working.
Yeah. So by doing the commercial financing course, and you've managed to connect with all these outside broker channel lenders, the relationships you've built now, and the trust with all those relationships, it has helped you in your business more than.
And it brings, I'll tell you, it brings passion again to the business, because you may think, I've been in the industry 15 years, so I know it all. Oh my goodness, what a huge mistake. The moment you start thinking like that, you're going down.
You're gone, yeah.
Right now, I feel like a student, like I feel like brand new.
Yeah.
And I'm not brand new because I've learned a lot of things by experience. So I possibly, with more years of experience, a person would, in my opinion, would be able, if they want to learn, would be able to learn faster. Okay? But I love the possibility of understanding how wide this industry is and how much good vibe and good karma and good things you can do for people by providing solutions. Right?
I think we can touch on more of this on the next video, but we're running out of time. So I just want to say thank you for coming and helping us with this video, giving us feedback and what you learned from the course and how it has benefited you. Thank you for watching us, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.